business. We are here to serve you and to make the neighborhood safe for those who live there and enjoy our hillside communities. When we go through the brush clearance sweep, we detail 48 inspectors from local fire stations from all around the city, preferably those that are located in the very high fire hazard severity zone, in order to get all these inspections done. There are 132,000 individual parcels that is in the Los Angeles very high fire hazard severity zone. That area has been defined by the state of California as an area that is prone to brush fires, or it is in very close proximity to our hillside communities throughout the city of Los Angeles. So it's 132,000 parcels. So if a property is inspected and there is no problems, they move on to the next one. If there is a problem, they will be issued a notice of non-compliance that they have some sort of a fire hazard or some sort of violation there on their property. The property owner is given 15 days to comply. They have a due date, 15 days to comply. We add an additional 5 days on top of that for mailing purposes, going through the U.S. Postal Service. So technically they get 20 days. At that 20th day, they are re-inspected, if we can get there. More than likely, it depends on the number of notices that we send out. We try to get out there right on that due date. If the property is in compliance, there is no fees, no charge to the property owner because they did what we asked them to do. If the property owner fails or refuses to comply and has not done it, and the hazard still exists, the fire department wants the hazards cleared in time for the brush season, when the winds kick up, when the weather is dry, because that is the most difficult time of the year for us to prevent fires. Recently, you guys received a notice of a $13 fee. The notice that you got was perhaps a little bit confusing, perhaps a little unclear. It was just a notice. It's not a bill.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you, Helen.
Okay? It's not a bill. It's just a notice. And it is a notice that is telling property owners that the fire department will be conducting its inspections, and it will be charging a $13 fee for that initial inspection of your personal property. Why are we charging $13? Okay? In order to continue this service, the fire department will continue the service, but the city wants to keep this program in place. Now, we're at 2010, and our city is in an immediate crisis for money. There is no more money. The services are being looked at thoroughly, and the city is looking at what services are we going to cut in order to balance our budget. And they look at the service that we provide, the fire department provides for brush clearance, and they see that that is important. And that fee is based upon the cost to continue this service. We didn't set that fee. We didn't come up with that fee. We want to keep providing the service, but the city has to say it costs us to continue that service. And only the people who live in these high fire severity zones will be affected. The notices, that's all you got. You have not gotten a bill yet. That is just a notice to let you know that a bill will be coming, or you can sign an affidavit and you could opt out of the whole $13 fee. So that's basically it in a nutshell. An overwhelming number of people interpreted that this is a bill. Okay? And they sent a check in, and it mailed it in. So we got boxes of checks. The fire department does not collect checks. When has anybody ever paid a check to the fire department? Never. Fire department, we don't collect money from you people. We don't collect money from anybody in the people of Los Angeles. So all of a sudden, in my office, I got boxes of checks. So I go, hey, city accounting, you got to come get these checks. They're not supposed to be sending checks. Well, they're sending them. The decision was made to let's just get the checks, we'll start processing them, and they have to do it manually by hand because it wasn't set up to receive payments yet. We were only set up to receive a signed affidavit. And that's what was the delay in sending out the invoices. So now,
So you can see we're almost 7 weeks behind even on our initial inspections. So right now, unfortunately for you, our program is a little behind, but we're on target to finish all our inspections by June 19th. That's the date that we're looking at. So, and we're done inputting all the checks. So now we're sending them out to accounting, and the bills will come out, and the checks will be sent directly to accounting now, instead of us.
Nothing yet. This gentleman right here, Jim, said, well, you know what? I'm not gonna take pictures. I'm not gonna go to the county assessor's website. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna clear my map and just wait to see what happens. I don't understand, because none of those options was explained. None of those 3 options or scenarios I just said was explained in that letter that was sent.
that's correct. We started getting a number of them that did not send any of those things in. We still look at those. We don't still take them and throw them in the trash. An affidavit is a signed, sworn statement that you are saying that my property has no hazards. So when you sign that, that's what you're saying. That is basically like almost under oath that I have no hazards on my property whatsoever. There's no problem. We have to take that for what it's worth.
It clarifies a lot of stuff, and I'll look forward to getting it, and I don't object to paying $15 to help the effort. On the other hand, fair is fair. Does this ordinance address other entities besides high fire areas where the fire department does inspections, and is the fire department going to be charging building owners that the fire department provides that service for?
So all the condominiums owners have it. We don't expect the condominium owner to pay a $13 fee. If I own a gas station that's in the zone, I got paved lot and gas pumps, I have no brush. They got a $13 fee notice. That's why you didn't get a bill first. You got a notice first. But the notice was not written properly. I know it wasn't written properly. I had my doubts about it.
The way the ordinance was supposed to be written was anybody that had hazardous vegetation, meaning if it was chaparral or grass, whatever it was, you got the fee anyways. But it has to be in the hazardous state at the time. That's why when we go out to look, if it's cut down to 3 inches, if it's trimmed up 6 feet on a tree, separation is good, nothing on the roof lines, then you get opted out automatically. That is. Your fees, your insurance costs would be up to 6 times what they are right now if you did not have this program. Or, and that's if you could qualify for insurance, because insurance companies base their rates not so much if you're just included within the zone, but distance as a crow flies from brush.